guys, how we doing? So it's been a little bit. I'm sorry I'm so behind, but I'm trying to get you guys some info out. So we're gonna do a 4 weeks out check-in. We're gonna go over diet, we're gonna go over training, and I'm gonna give you a physique update here. Kind of talking about what I want to do with my physique, what still needs to pull fat off, and what we're gonna be doing for the next couple days and the plan. So although I haven't been able to show you guys too much, this is what we're doing right now. So watch this check-in play-by-play with you here, and we're just going to get things started. As we get going, I'm going to talk through things. I go through 2 rounds of posing here. I weigh 241 of post cardio, and we'll just go through the poses, talk about what I want to work on, what I need to work on the poses, and where there's still some body fat. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so starting out with my front relax, I really starting to like this pose. It didn't used to be one of my favorites, but slowly starting to come together as my chest and shoulders start to get bigger. Both my quarter turns, I really like them. Keeping my feet together, squeezing that glute has made a lot more detail, as well as just really focusing on not trying to overturn the waist, but just turn the shoulders have really made that pose a lot better. So working on that with Chris Comier as well as Branch. But as you can see here, it's coming together. So going into the front double, this is probably my favorite pose of myself. I like hitting that vacuum. Arms definitely came up, chest definitely came up this year. I'd still like to see them hip flexors dig out a little bit more, as well as the low abs. And the front lat spread, very similar. You know, the hip flexors again, low abs. I feel like the legs and the chest are pretty close to ready. Going into this side chest here, as you can see, the glute is flexed, and I'm starting to be able to hit that better there. So conditioning's coming in. I'd like to see a little bit more come off my glutes, especially there on the side, as well as the top of the glute. But we don't have too much fat there. Side try, waist is good, but the low abs still need to come in a little better. So definitely want to peel some weight off of there. This is after 2 low days, or 1 low day. So we're going to be doing something kind of similar this upcoming week. I ran a couple high days, and then over this weekend, the 20th or whatever it is, 23rd and 24th here, I'm going to be running some low days, and then hopefully Monday, Tuesday, probably go back and keep running low days, really push this condition. So we got about 3 more weeks, and just really making sure that we're going to be diced. So going to the ab and thigh here, I missed those back poses, but I go through 2 rounds, so I'll go through them again. Ab and thigh, very happy with. This is one of my best shots, especially that transfer into hitting the serratus and the quad together. Very happy with that shot. Again, low abs can be better though. Most muscular, this one's come together a lot. Again, low abs just need to be a little bit better, but I'm happy with these poses. There's not a lot of holes, so most muscular is great. Like I said, I go back around through this a second time. So we'll kind of speed this up a little bit, and really just mostly talk about my back poses here, because I didn't get to those as much. So just going over the back poses here, guys. Glutes are in, but they need to be a little bit more dug out. Hamstrings are ready, but I'm not completely happy with that. Then as you see, as I pull back with my low back here, that's probably where I'm holding the most fat. So low lats are striated, but that low back isn't crispy. It's not striated in the Christmas tree completely yet. And that's really when I know that I'm completely conditioned, is when low back is finally completely in. So that's the last little bit of detail that we're working on digging out of here. But otherwise, guys, this is a full physique update. I'm very happy with my progression here. This is 4 weeks out. I'm definitely better than this now, and have plenty of time to continue to improve. So keep pushing these next couple weeks, and then be able to kind of ride it out the last 10 days. I'll be able to pull cardio back and stuff like that to really make sure that my body looks rested and healthy. So very excited to show you guys what's going on. Very excited for this upcoming show. All right, so 2 rounds, sweat my butt off, but that's what we got to do. So like I said, 241, post cardio. I'll pose probably another round, go see Branch so he can look at me. If he doesn't text me soon, I'll eat meal 1 between there now and then, but we will see you guys for meal 1. next things next, let's go over nutrition, guys. So I'll just kind of give you a rough estimate of what I'm doing, the days, the carbs, and kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing. So if you guys know me, I respond best to high protein, low fat, high carb, and then cycle the carbs as needed to be able to get to the body fat that I need to. So right now I have a high day, I have a regular day, and I have a low day. And we're just kind of running those as we see fit and what we need depending on my look. So waking up, getting pictures, looking at me, and kind of knowing, okay, we're maybe going to run 2-3 low days. Then we'll have a rough estimate of me being completely depleted, know how my conditioning is, where my body fat is, and how dry it can be. And then we fill back out hard, fill me all the way up, get me almost a little bit spilled, and then start pulling things back again. So the rotation lately has been 2 high days, 1 regular day, and then a string of low days. And the string of low days just depends on how I flatten out and how my body is responding. So the string of low days was like 2s and 3s. We've gone and done 4 before, but that's the longest run of low days we've done. So just getting into this, let's just start breaking things down, guys. So my high day, looking at the protein, almost all my days, the protein stays almost the same. I'm not adding any protein to any of the days or taking protein away. It's just increasing slightly from the carbohydrates that I'm eating. Obviously, there's going to be some protein in some of those carbs. So rough estimate, every day I'm hitting a standard of about 450 grams of protein. So then next we'll go into fats, which is very much similar the same way. It's a very standard, keeping things the same. All my fats come from whole eggs and red meat, and then just minuscule fats throughout the day with like oats, and carbohydrates like that, things like that. So very, very minimal fats going into my day. So again, standard there, and then the carbohydrates will go into each day. My high day here, we got about 720 carbs in there. So it's pushing it. It's really filling me back out. It definitely takes both high days to even get me close to full. And even then I'm probably still on the edge of not quite full, but that's what the regular day is for. So we have the regular day there. It's about 375 to 390, somewhere in there, depending on if I'm using barbecue sauce or not. So that day kind of cleans up the water, cleans up the look, and really kind of dries me out and gives me kind of a rough estimate of being full and dry, what that kind of looks like. And then we have the string of low days. So the low days, we're hitting 29 carbs here, guys. We're literally eating broccoli for all the meals. That was something that I made a change from the last day of eating that you guys have seen. So I went to broccoli instead of a lot of zucchini and peppers and onions. And then the other change there really, guys, is just some more cod versus chicken. Really, everything is going smoothly, guys. I've cut protein, digestion. I'm going to cut egg whites out. I feel like that's kind of slowing my digestion down a little bit and making me hold just a little bit of water. But otherwise, I'm very, very happy with this, guys. Progression is going great. I'm on a low day today, and I'm going to be running some low days, pushing into this next 3 weeks here. So just really pushing things, guys. More than anything, the conditioning has to be perfect. So I'm plenty big enough, but we really want to make sure that I'm peeled to really show out that detail, show my shape off as much as I can. At least training. So guys, for the last 4 or 5 weeks, been training with Branch every day, getting absolutely obliterated, getting pushed to my limits, and really just learning my absolute limit on everything and just pushing past it on something. So it's been good for me. I definitely had to give a little bit of pushback. So a couple things that happened, shoulders, I just can't train them like he did. So I kind of had to ask him if we could slow things down, really work on them like I've always done things with shoulders. So that's kind of more what we do, is more of a controlled, more of an isolated, more of a Brett and I style workout that you guys have seen before. So kind of doing those for shoulders as well as kind of for arms, but the rest of it we're doing a Branch style, really killing things, some movements that I pushed and had some success with this year, and kind of this whole prep really until this last week, weeks 4 leading into week 3. I started to see a little degrade in performance, but it's mostly just because of the body fat, the joints and stuff. And it's maybe not even that I couldn't push past it, but it's just being smart and not pushing the muscle to be an idiot and cause an injury here with the leanness that we're at. So You know, one is the bench press here. I did the dumbbells, the 200-pound dumbbells, and had a lot of success with those. I think the best set I got was 11 with those. So really happy with the progress there. Now kind of slowly taper things back. This week was like 170s. Then we'll probably go to 150s and so on and so forth, and just kind of pull back on things as I get closer to show here and just push reps up instead. Not crazy, but I'm not trying to go back too much, but really 200-pound dumbbells is just using a lot of stabilization and stuff, in which can cause injuries. So you got to be careful with that. Some other things, just, you know, really push the T-bar row and the leg press, the Y squat, the V squat, if you will. But just had a lot of success with training and Branch pushing me, and we're just going to keep pushing that into the show and just make sure that I bring my all-time best. So very happy with how things are going, guys, and happy to have you guys follow along. So sorry it's taken me so long to get some content out, but really like and appreciate you guys following along. So please like and subscribe and share this as much as you can. I really appreciate you guys watching this and stuff. It means a lot to me. So thank you for following along, and we'll see you next time. Peace.